And I
got in contact.
yeah, I heard from tonight's guest. He said he was gonna call in about 8:15 and he's good to go till 9:30.
Till 9:30.
Yeah, till 9:30. But I don't know how often I'm gonna be like how much I'm gonna be involved. Like I still would like to like officially end the show. You know, at the end of the hour. You know what I mean? Just because I have things that I say at the end of the show, and then I'll just be like, Dr. Umar, do you want to take it from here? Or, you know what I mean? Something organically. Figure out some type of organic.
It's up to you, but tell me if you need me to do anything for you. I'm here to help you. So, we got 10 seconds. Let's get on.
Oh, okay.
Let's get it on.
Hey, how do you like my opening music? Fine time to be trying to shuffle through some notes, isn't it?
Tonight's show is the Easy Light Sources. Easy Light Sources with Nadira. What is Easy Light Sources? Anything that brings light into your life, that refreshes you, comforts you, and makes you feel better and happy. And here's our host, Nadira Khalifa.
Peace, you guys. It's Sister Nadira here from Easy Light Sources. And I want to thank everyone for joining us and coming in this evening to join in on the show. I'm broadcasting to you live from the Nat Turner Library in Southampton County, Virginia. The Nat Turner Library sits on 123 acres of Nat Turner's birthland in Southampton County, Virginia. The Nat Turner Library is our family business, and we hold events, all sorts of cultural enlightenment stuff, and African heritage tours of the Nat Turner Trail Tour. So, that's where I'm at right now. But I'm also the creator and founder of EasyLightSources.org, main contributor to the website, as well as an author, a publisher, and all this other stuff that I do in my life. But I do want to thank everybody for calling in and joining us this evening. I want to give a special shout out to everybody that I saw today, because all this amazing energy just surrounded me today, and I'm feeling pretty good on tonight's show. The topic for tonight's show is on healing. Healing is a very wide topic, as we know. So we're talking about healing for green foods, but also other methods as well. But right now, I would like to talk about healing through peace and love, because this is really a foundation for a lot of things, for a lot of healing, actually. Like inner peace is showing yourself love. And being peaceful is one cure to stress and unhappiness. Peaceful people are also pretty pleasant to be around, and everybody kind of knows that. Like a lot of Libras are also peaceful people, which is why I love their company so much. Some of my best friends are Libras. They're amazing people. My sister Alike is also a Libra, and she is so peaceful. I love her so much. Like Alike is a great listener, and she's so understanding. And she also gives great advice. And being around her brings me peace. What a great person, and vibrations that she's giving off. Because, yeah. So if you're listening, hey, Alike, I love you. Okay? Love brings out the peacefulness out of people and situations and conversations. Like, love just brings the peaceful energy. And peace adds some depth to love. We should give ourselves a healthy dose of both peace and love every day. And then we should give some peace and love to someone else too. Like, peace and love. What a beautiful greeting. They're such lovely words. Peace and love. That is a gift that we all deserve. But you don't have to wait for someone else to give it to you. You can give it to yourself all the time. Like, when you have to make decisions and stuff, sometimes it works out better if you don't stress about it. Just have an understanding about what's going on, like what's really going on, and just go from there. Nat Turner had a good understanding of what was going on in his life and in the life of his people, which led him to lead the rebellion in 1831. So we want to say thank you, Nat, and peace and blessings. Inner peace is found on the road of being at peace with your life path, no matter how rocky it is, because there's always rocks on the path. Even when you step on them, don't let it mess you up too much. And just stand solid with what you have to do. Now, I am fortunate enough to be able to walk outside barefoot whenever I'm at the Nat Turner Library. By doing so, I'm able to unify with the green energy of the earth, like the grass and stuff and the trees. Peace and love, harmony, and acceptance can be found there. Once you consciously allow the energy to surround you, the green vibrations will sweeten and lift your spirits and the inside of you and your whole aura and vibration. And that's real. Green is a healing color, that's proven. Green is an amazingly powerful color based on many things, but sight alone tunes into the peaceful frequency of the color green. Green says that it's all okay through the strength of its vibrations. Can you feel the peace and love of the color green? Are you tuned into that frequency? Another way it speaks to us is by healing our bodies when we consume the chlorophyll that directly provides nourishment to the beings that need it, which is pretty much all living things. Seriously. Green foods, some of the most nourishing foods, are the color green. Okay? So let's talk about chlorophyll for a moment, please. We need to bring chlorophyll back into health conversations because this natural substance does so much to benefit the human body. You want to talk about an easy light source? Well, chlorophyll is a pigment substance, sort of like plasma, that lives in plants. The objective of chlorophyll is to absorb sunlight, if you didn't know. Chlorophyll is also the source of color for green vegetation, fruits, and vegetables. Okay? Now, at this point, there are literally a million things that I could say on chlorophyll right now. Please look up the word photosynthesis to find out how chlorophyll provides life and sustenance to plants. But, you're going to have to look up photosynthesis because I'm not really talking about plants today, but I'll give you a hint. Photosynthesis is how the chlorophyll converts the sunlight into food for the plants, which is pretty cool. Nature is amazing. It is important to know how good it is for your body and how to consume the chlorophyll. But to prevent an overload of information in tonight's show, this segment, in conclusion with this segment, there will be links of some information that can be found on a new post on chlorophyll that's going to be on easylightsources.org, probably /chlorophyll, but that'll be published at 9:30 after the end of this show, so you can go there also for more information, which I do highly recommend. I would literally be here for hours just talking about all the benefits of chlorophyll, which makes it even more amazing if you really think about it. But chlorophyll can be found in raw form just by walking outside in the grass. But when it comes to consuming, the choices are varied and refined, like a spring mix salad at the grocery store, or even further processed into a liquid supplement, like the chlorophyll my mom's sister Rita provided. It was like in a bottle from Nature Sunshine, which she had plugged for Nature Sunshine. It was real. A serving of liquid chlorophyll was meant to be diluted with water, but drinking it straight allows for you to have the full flavor if you like it like that. It's not sweet. But, if you drink it straight, make sure you follow it down with some water anyway, because water helps move everything where it's supposed to go in the body. Okay? Now, leafy greens and veggies like green peppers, zucchini, okra, and others, the naturally occurring hydration of water directly accompanies the chlorophyll found in whole fresh foods. So if you're eating greens that chlorophyll in them, then the water that's in the greens will also help work with the chlorophyll in your body. You know what I mean? It really all works together, which is why maybe whole foods might, I don't want to say better than supplements, but that's why whole foods are preferred. But then if you add the supplement to it too, then it's you get an extra dose, which might be the best depending on what else you have going on in your body. You might need that extra dose. But whatever your problem, earth foods have inside of them the vitamins and minerals that fit within our bodies so perfectly. If you would like to incorporate some green earth foods into your diet, the Easy Light Sources Food Guide is a resource that makes it easy for you. The information in the food guide covers 18 fruits and vegetables, including the green foods, cucumbers, asparagus, and avocados. There will be more information on avocados in tonight's show when we come back from the first commercial break. However, the food guide is available at easylightsources.org/shop. Right now, I think we will go to our first commercial break, and then when we return, we will come back with some information on avocados for you. Stay tuned. Okay, that was 11 minutes.
That was 11 minutes?
Yes. The script.
She's telling a lot of information. It's really effective. What I told you last week. And Mary Nitra. And they were feeding off each other last week.
Peace, Brother Michael. I'm here. Okay, thank you.
From the gypsies.
How many drinks you have? Let me take that back. I always learn something. But I didn't know that photosynthesis was specific to the chlorophyll. I know chlorophyll is good for you. And the importance of your cell.
Yeah.
And there's more greens than kale and collard greens, which is what they gave us as slaves because they gave it to the animals, So I know that's important. I had a question. The number, did Dr. Umar give you the number he's calling in on? Because I have the number he called in on last week. But, I didn't know if he gave you a different number.
No, he didn't. He did not give me any number. So.
All right, so I'm assuming that he's going to be calling you on the same number then, which is 215-989-9858. That's the number he gave everyone that attended the other thing as well.
Right.
All right, so he's not on just yet.
He has some time because I'm gonna do the segment on the fruits on the avocado, and then I'm gonna go to another commercial break. I'm gonna announce make a quick announcement about the music festival AJ's doing, and then after that it's gonna be another commercial. So hopefully he'll be there by then.
Sure. Now, if I do get him on air, what I'll do is I'll text you to just let you know that he's there. So that way you can adjust accordingly and just let me know, just from your action, what would you like to have done? And then I'll do it for you. That's I guess as direct as I can make it for you, to make sure that it does whatever you want. So as soon as he comes on, I'll just say, hey, he's here. I'll text you and say, Dr. Lamar's on the line.
Okay.
And then you just let me know, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, so let me just, you're welcome. So let me just finish this last commercial. I actually playing the commercial for the Nat Turner property that you had done 2 years ago. You probably don't remember. I had put it together, so I'll let you hear it and let me know what you think.
Okay, great.
Black people to come and kind of get some, just to come and relax and be around people of like mind and not have to worry about, being killed in the city or have to be on guard, resident to guard down. And the land has been wholly owned by the Police Publishing family since 1990.
What's the number of this here, Chief?
You can make a contribution to us. Because we're really going to some determination and to do yourself like now.
2607
Currently, we are
26070.
farm project. We're growing some crops out here, and we're really getting ready to really make it happen. So, if you would like to make a donation to help us really get it off the ground, that would help. Or you could come out, plan to make a trip out to the land and really get your hands in the soil to help us grow. So, either way, we would really love to see y'all. And if you would like more information, you can call 434-378-2140.
You don't know how hard it was to keep the rain from in here. It's so hard. We drove through rain coming.
Yeah.
And it was raining up the street in the foyer. This is very hard to keep the rain.
I got the last commercial, which is your Easy Life Sources commercial about your books, and it should be coming on in about 40 seconds. Are you ready for the next segment?
Yes, I'm ready for the next segment, and then we're gonna go to commercial break
At
after.
the end, if you,
Okay.
only if you hit extra time for
Let me
the,
know what you want to do up here.
Okay, but I am ready. Thank you. Yay.
All right, well.
All right.
Where's the call-in number so I can listen?
One of the easiest ways to incorporate light into your life is through the food that you eat. If you're interested in going into a plant-based lifestyle, the Food Guide also has your back with a few essays in the back and a few recipes to help get you started. Once again, the Easy Life Sources Food Guide is now available. Purchase your copy today at easylifesources.org.
It's about to start. It's about to start.
And here's our host, Nadira Khalifa.
Welcome back. For this part of the show, we will take the time to promote some of the tasty, wonderful, and colorful bounty that the earth has provided for us through the earth foods. So, cue the eye rolls from all my friends. It's time to talk about avocados again. Yay, avocados. Okay, so if your only avocado experience was one that was already prepared, then shopping for one in the grocery store would be a bit of a conundrum because their outside does not match the inside. Some avocados have a green shell, but most that I find often have like a black alligator skin outside. Inside, the color is alligator green. Yes, this egg-shaped earth food does look cool. It does look cool. There's not another one quite like it. Physically, there's like one central seed within the fruit, but I've even heard that you can eat the seed. You can roast it and then like pulverize it in a food processor. Or you can just pulverize it into a granulated texture and eat it like that. So I've heard. I haven't done it myself, but I can see why it would work, and I'll let you know if I actually do it. But I have to tell y'all this story, okay? Once my sister Tamarita had an old avocado, and she was gonna throw it out, but she wanted to see what it looked like inside before throwing it away. And I was so grossed out. I did not want to see, I didn't want to see it. I feel like I already thought it was gonna be kind of gross. But Tamarita cut it open anyway. And of course I looked and saw what it looked like. Then I shut my eyes really quickly because it was the creepiest natural thing that I've ever saw in my life. Like the flesh of the meat was all rotten and blackened and as expected, and it didn't have like a bad odor at all. But the seed was doing some interesting things that made me feel kind of uncomfortable to look at. Like to say that about a food, but yeah. Like the seed, it had a vein in it. Like it was crazy, I guess. Tam was like, oh, it's life because that's how it starts over. But Tamarita was really looking at it. And she even took a picture of it to send to my brother-in-law, Barry. And I want to say, hey, you guys, if you're listening, Tamarita, do you still have that picture? Because I bet the Easy Lighters listening would love to see it. Oh, but if that means I have to look at it again, then maybe don't send it. But if you enjoy avocados, then you may want to give it a try, like in a smoothie, because the smooth texture can be quite enjoyable for some people. If you like it, just make sure the avocado is ripe, kind of soft to the touch on the outside, but not mushy. If you buy them rock hard, that's not the worst. Just let them ripen. Just like with papaya, some things take a while to ripen, but it's worth it in the end. If you're not crazy about avocado, they are so nutritionally dense that it's worth it to eat just a little for your health. Take it from me, because I'm not crazy about them either, but I have a recipe on Easy Light Sources for guacamole salsa, and what makes it different is that the tomatoes are the main ingredient, so you get some avocado in it, but more tomato goodness. But anyway, the smooth texture of avocado also makes a wonderful avocado chocolate mousse, made possible by the mild flavor of the raw fruit. Like the flavor is very mild. But then what about baked avocado? Like, why does it exist? I don't mean to go on, but why cook it? And I enjoy fries as much as the next plant-based person, but avocado fries are just unnatural. It's like cooking a mango. No, thank you. I like mine fresh and juicy. Normal avocados are not really juicy, but light avocados or Florida avocados, the ones with the green skin, they are kind of juicy, which I guess is why they're light, because they don't have the same amount of fats as the normal ones do. But like a juicy avocado, you kind of have to try it to see what I mean. I could go on and on, okay? But just let me tell you, avocado oil is very good for cooking, but also for eating raw in a salad dressing. Okay, I think that about covers it, okay? They're not the cheapest option in the grocery store, but they're worth it if you think they are. Okay, so that's it for that, and thanks for listening. But before we go to commercial, I want to give a quick shout out to Angela Jones and the Nat Turner Music Festival that we're putting on August 18th and 19th this year. It's going to be a fun event for Nat Turner Day weekend, and if you'd like to be a part of it, details will be coming soon, but you can email me at easylightsources@gmail.com. But right now, we're going to go to another commercial, and when we return, we will be joined by our very, very, very special guest, Dr. Umar Johnson. So stay tuned. I hung up the phone, Dad. I hung up the phone, though. Yeah, because your button right here, it hangs up the phone. My phone doesn't hang up the phone. Hopefully, Brother Michael is going to.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Radio and your brother. Checkmate, the war for the Black Mind, Part 1, the Black Woman. Did you know that the Black Mind has been under attack since the creation of the award-winning website? The most accurate black news film on the planet. Final call. Fair, reasonable, accurate, and inclusive. We are a unified website. FinalCall.com. Go there today.
Peace, you guys.
Library Radio. Here's the
Hey, peace, y'all. Welcome back to the Easy Light Sources radio show. I'm your host, Sister Nadira. Now, unity is an important part of pretty much everything progressive in our community. Our guest tonight has the power to unify our people and raise the vibrations of others by enlightening and educating, and overall just by showing love. So I'd like to officially welcome Dr. Umar to the Easy Light Sources Radio. Welcome aboard, and thanks for being here.
Hello, sister. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so Dr. Umar, you've helped so many people by opening their eyes to the truth of the world around us. And it's not always a pleasant truth, but being aware of what's going on is one of the first steps to inner healing. Would you agree?
Yes, indeed. When you look at inner healing, one of the most essential points of inner healing, and which I would also say is probably one of the strongest barriers to inner healing, is an individual's ability to look squarely at themselves in all honesty, without any barriers or any aspects of denial. That's tough to do. In order to work on yourself, you have to admit your deficiencies, your delinquencies about yourself. But the ego does not want to admit fault, because admitting fault to the ego is a reminder that it is not invincible. The ego operates on the principle of invincibility. And the ego is very narcissistic. And the ego never wants to admit that it is not perfect. And so being able to control one's ego and discipline one's ego to the point where you can look at your shortcomings squarely and your deficiencies spiritually and otherwise and work towards it, that's a quality of an enlightened mind. And that's why so few of us ever reach enlightenment in this lifetime or one lifetime, because most of us are still held hostage by our egos.
Wow. That's powerful. And you're right. People get tripped up thinking that the ego is like actually part of them. But who they really are spiritually inside of them is different than just like the me. And when you go a little deeper into your spirit, I think that's when like the oneness aspect of, you are me and I am you kind of comes full circle. And you're not as offended by things that people say, because you don't take it personally. You can kind of see where they're coming from if it is an insult, but it's probably not an insult, and you're able to see how it can apply to other situations as well. Yeah?
Oh, without question. And I would add to that, spiritually speaking, I think another obstacle to spiritual development or enlightenment or transcendence or nirvana or God consciousness, or whatever you want to call it, I think another obstacle to it is that a lot of us think about spirit, we study it, we contemplate, we even meditate, but none of us, or should I say, not as many of us actually experience the oneness, experience the God consciousness, experience the transcendence. And I think a lot of times, because we live in this European context where the mind is everything, thought is everything. And thought is very important. The mind is very important, but there is a level of reality that transcends and supersedes mundane thought and intellectual interaction. And pure consciousness has to be experienced. Oneness has to be experienced. It cannot be manifested intellectually. And again, because we live in a society where the intellect is God, the intellect is king, the rational mind is everything, too often we end up getting deceived again by our ego, going down the road of intellectual mastery of a concept or intellectual mastery of a particular reality without having ever experienced it. A good example would be a Christian pastor who knows the Bible in and out, knows Christian history in and out, but in and of themselves have never been touched by God consciousness. it's like an email of a master who knows the Quran inside and out, knows the Hadith inside and out, knows Islamic jurisprudence inside and out, but has never experienced the God. And if you come to the conscious community, it would be the African Hebrew or the Nawapi, or the brother or sister who studies Kemet or Dogon or Ma'at or Iqbal or Paulo or Santeria or Rasta, any of these spiritual systems where they know it intellectually. They know everything there is to know about it intellectually. But until you have experienced it, the experience is everything, not the thought. And so our people being trapped in this intellectual dictatorship, we think just knowing it means we've experienced it. Information is not experience. Experience is that level of consciousness that you reach when you put the information down and allow consciousness to manifest itself.
Wow, that's deep. That's so true, though. You make some really good points. And when you were talking about religion, it reminded me, because I'm not a very religious person, but I'm super, super spiritual. And they say that religion is like believing in somebody else's experience, but true spirituality is having your own experience. Yeah, so that's kind of real. But that can kind of be scary for people who are just awakening. Right now, in the time that we're in, a lot of people are awakening. A lot of my friends and stuff, they'll say that they're seeing the numbers 1111 and, all this other stuff that's pretty basic because a lot of people see that number. But what it really is a sign that your intuition is getting on track. And it's like, I try to tell people when you see those numbers, you should try to pay attention to what you're thinking, because you might be on the right track. But I think that if people did follow their intuition more, their place collectively.
I would also say that is the knocking of the intuition. I would say that is an attempt by spirit to get your attention that you need to do spiritual work in order to awaken those gifts. I think too often we take the knocking by spirit or the attempt by spirit to get our attention as a sign that we have awakened. And it's not really a sign that we have awakened. It's a message that we're willing to do the work. And so we shouldn't mistake the signs for the action. Like someone knocking a class. You're into class. Just because you were invited to class, to go. And it doesn't simply by being invited. But if you walk into it, all of the benefits of being inside of it will manifest themselves. But simply being invited does not substitute for the class. It is not ancestral visits. Whatever it is simply a means of trying to get your attention to come into this reality. But too often black folks think they have achieved and mastered that reality just because they got invited in. It was careful not to confuse the invitation with the manifestation.
Okay. But the good thing is that you're being invited to the spiritual. You can walk through it, just like we all have like a third eye. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody is not going to be able to reach the zenith of confidence or of consciousness in their lifetime, because that's not everybody's path. But, I think that it is nice to recognize that a lot of people are being invited to delve deeper, like even if they don't take the introduction or they're a little nervous, because not everybody is blessed to have relationships of a spiritual nature in their real life. So I really want to encourage those people that even if you feel kind of alone or nobody around you is getting excited about the numbers like you are, I think that you can still be excited about it, and just choose a book to read on spirituality and just kind of go from there. You can learn anything.
Yeah, and I think also people need to be very careful about trying to have other people validate their experiences. Once this hierarchy is extremely individual. It's not group-based like religion. That's not to say that there aren't customs and group ritual and activity, because it is. All African culture is based on the we, not the I. But in terms of the actual experience of God, that is profoundly implied that the individuals have already experienced God on their own. And so just like with religion, you go to the religious leader, the imam, the priest, the rabbi, and you ask, am I doing this right? Am I fasting right? Am I praying right? Am I prostrated correctly? You know, that's not how it works in spirituality. Certainly there's protocol, there's structure, there's discipline, there's obligations, but your experience of divine truth is yours. And the way I experience it may not be the way you experience it. So to ask me,
Yeah, right. He said he met up with that man.
that's kind of inaccurate and a large showing to you discounting now experience just because another person didn't have it. Your ancestors.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I was going security.
Yeah.
He had stopped to talk to me.
Wait, he was there that day when I was performing? Was it that? Was that one?
Yeah, that was.
He was there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on
that's
the front.
crazy.
He was on the front.
Bill Valentine.
Yeah.
This was the one with Dr. Patricia Newton.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
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 Dr. Newton was there.
I love it. I got that on video too. I'm surprised I didn't notice you there. I was on stage playing the guitar and everything that day.
sound.